You know, ladies and gentlemen, I generally pride myself on being a pretty honest person, but I gotta admit to you right now I lied to you, because there is going to be a pizza night tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to YouTube's new favorite pizza review show, Pizza Night. And tonight, I am reviewing the Freschetta Brick Oven Pizza. By the way, I'm Brandon from the SAS, the Snack Food Appreciation Society. I am reviewing Freschetta's Pepperoni and Italian-style cheese pizza from their brick oven line. And now it has provolone cheese, and apparently they make the sauce with sea salt and olive oil. Hopefully that makes a difference. Some of the Freschettas I've had in the past are not that great. They're kind of on the level of your DiGiorno, which is pretty good as well. They're actually at the top line of these frozen pizzas, but kind of uninspired in the past. After these two, you've got your Red Barons of the world, and then you've got your muck. You've got your Totino's, your Tony's, your Mama Celeste, and whatnot. And also, I heard somebody say that Tombstone's the best frozen pizza out there. I think it was on Chow.com, and I totally disagree with that, because that's a $4 pizza. And ladies and gentlemen, it's $4 for a reason. Anyway, taking a look at the pizza I got here. Of course I got pepperoni, because pepperoni goes on every pizza. Alright, so it's a square pizza, but it's kind of like an artisan one, because it doesn't have the exact edges. I've got it on a cutting board. That's an exact edge. That's not. It's got the little bumps and shapes and so forth on there. It's got a nice covering of pepperoni, although when I opened it, they weren't quite this scattered. I had to kind of scatter them myself and get a little bit better coverage on all the pieces. I guess I kind of messed up on that one. Anyway, taking a look at the box here, you've got all kinds of, great things, like the picture of the tomatoes, and I guess there's olives back there, a little garlic. Then we've got something back here that tells you how to eat it, I guess, or it describes the different pieces. You've got the corner piece. The corner, when it comes together, just the right amount of sauce, toppings, loads of real cheese, and enough crispy crust to satisfy any appetite. Then you've got the middle piece. The middle is where it's edge-to-edge, non-stop cheese, toppings, and sauce. No pesky crust edges to get in the way of flavor explosion. Explosion. Then you've got the edge piece. For some, the edge is the sweet spot with the perfect crust to toppings ratio, and 3 edges of cheesy, saucy goodness. You'll find it hard to pass up a second piece. Well, I find it hard to pass up a second piece, always. Then to the cooking instructions, which are kind of bogus, like most of them are. Basically, it tells you to preheat it for 400 degrees and put it on the rack. I'm not going to put it directly on the rack. That's kind of nasty, and it can cause the smoke detector to go off. So I went with the softer crust instructions, which tell you to put it on a cookie sheet at 425 for 14 to 18 minutes. My oven runs kind of hot, so I checked it after about 10, and I still had to go about 2 or 3, but not quite up to 14 to 18. Anyhow, taking a look back at the pizza again, lots of pepperonis on there. Not quite, enough to what I would normally like, because I'm a double pepperoni dude. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and shut my mouth and take one of these slices, and then open my mouth while you take a look at the box and I take a bite. Okay, that's a pretty good, tasty pizza. The crust, it needs a little work. It's not very crispy at all. It's very, very soft and kind of doughy. It says on the box that it's a crispy crust with a tender center. Well, the whole thing's pretty tender. I generally like that, but I was expecting a little bit of a bite to that. The cheese, honestly, is almost unnoticeable, but I think it's because all the flavors kind of blend together really well. The sauce is sort of salty, and then the pepperoni is not a real strong sausagey pepperoni. It's just your standard, run-of-the-mill pepperoni. It's an okay pizza. If I found it on sale again, I'd probably get it. Otherwise, I'd probably get one of the DiGiornos, or maybe even something a little bit, less expensive. But that being said, I'm going to give it a half a thumb up, or, almost half a thumb up. And with that being said, again, this is Brandon from the SAS. We'll see you next time. I'll see you on the road next week, and maybe sometime in between. In the meantime, in between time, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.